All right, let's talk kickoff night. So September 5th is going to be our kickoff night, and we are going to do it's all student ministries, so kindergarten through 12th grade are all going to start together. And this is helping with our idea of unity. The kindergartners and the first graders will be able to look up way to what they think is almost adults at the 12th graders and see where they're going to end up, see the older kids who they look up to on fire for Jesus. And so it's going to be really encouraging and really enlivening. So the night is going to start with a pep rally, and I have attached in an email, this form. This is our sample month outline, and if you look at the very beginning, you'll see kind of the layout of the night that I'm going to walk through with you. So we're hoping to start with Mass. I'm still working on that, and if we don't start with Mass, it'll be a prayer service or an adoration or something to just kind of for the leaders to dedicate the year to Jesus, to center ourselves around the main thing. So that's going to be probably at 5 or 5:30. We'll invite the parents to it, but the leaders, I really, really encourage you to go. Just kind of center yourselves around what's important. So at those first 5 minutes at 6:30, the parents and the students will be arriving. Those first 5 minutes will just be meet and greet. They'll be able to mingle and chat. The bleachers will be pulled out. We'll be in the activity center. Families will be invited to go sit. And then there'll be a little welcome from either me or my mom who runs teen ministry or maybe one of the priests. And then they're going to go into some praise and worship. So the 9th graders learned the song Lions at JC Camp. And they learned the song and the dance. And so this is the school song at Norfolk Catholic, and so it's going to be our theme song as well. And so the 9th graders are going to go through it once, just so the kids can see it, and then we can invite all the kids down onto the floor, and there'll be someone to walk them through the steps, step by step, and then they'll run through it one more time so all the kids can dance to it. So that'll take about 20-25 minutes, and then the groups will split. So teachers at this time, you're just hanging back. You can chat with families if you know the families in your class. You can just relax and enjoy the song. I would encourage you to learn the song because we're going to be doing it hopefully at the beginning of every night. You don't need to join us for that, but it's good just to show your involvement with the kids and your excitement. So then after that praise and worship, the groups will split. 7-8 is the Edge. They're going to go to Burns Hall. 9 through 12, those are the discipleship groups, used to be called God Parenting Groups. Those are going to go to the Parish Center to meet their discipleship group leaders. And then the growing families are going to stay in the gym. I'll give them a little overview of the year and kind of an idea of our vision. And then they're going to go to the classrooms. So in the classrooms, you're going to be addressing your students and also their parents. This is going to be kind of like a meet the teacher night. There's no lesson plan for the night. So what I would like you guys to start with is to share a story. So the story that I want you to tell is going to be based on what grade you're teaching. That's because kids at different ages are at different levels and concerned about different things. So if you're teaching kindergarten and first grade, you'll tell a story about a time when God made you feel known and loved, because that's what kindergarten and first graders are concerned with. 2nd through 3rd graders are really concerned about what they can do, like their achievements, and also they have lots of fears, so you might tell them a story about a time when you felt safe or a time when God helped you achieve something. 4th and 5th graders are really concerned about friendships, so a time when God felt close to you or when God helped you make friends, or and you also kind of want to focus on adoration and prayer because they're getting old enough to really enter deeply into these kinds of things. 6th graders are interested in identity. They're entering that lovely adolescent phase. So a time when God revealed something about who you were. And I will go ahead and post examples of all of these stories on separate videos so that you can see the one that pertains to your grade. So whatever story you tell, I would use these questions that I've given you on this sheet as a guide. So you start by thinking about a story that pertains to your age group. Go ahead and write it. Write it out or think about it however best you process things. Then you want to think about the feelings that are associated before, during, and after. Think about what one thing helped you be open to that experience. So was it prayer? Was it service? Was it mass? Was it adoration? Whatever it was, you want to kind of identify that. And then the main thing is that you think about how the story is going to connect with your students and with their parents, and what response can they make after they hear your story so that they can be open to an encounter like that with God this year, because that's going to be, our main purpose is an encounter with God. So the story should be a jumping off point for them to say, I want an encounter like that. These encounters are possible because I've had one, and this is what you can do to get yourself ready for it. So go ahead and use those questions as a guide. And if you have any concerns or questions as you're writing, I've had a lot of practice telling my story and kind of perfecting it and getting different stories for different situations. So we can talk over the phone, or you can send me a write-up or whatever, and I would be more than happy to help you. So after you tell your story, you can also give the parents an idea of what your classroom is going to look like. So what things you like to do in the class, who you are as a teacher, and there'll be some papers for you to give the parents to kind of get them onto the Remind so that they can get updates about the class if there's a snow day or anything, and help them get on the Facebook page. It's because parents might have multiple kids. We're going to split up the nights, so the kindergarten through 3rd grade will give their story and their talk to the parents on that first 15 minutes that the parents are in the classroom, and then the second 15 minutes will be for the 4th through 6th graders to share with the parents. And so you might have parents that are in your classroom the whole time if they only have one kid. And if that happens, you can, chat with them. I'll also have these little parent-to-student or student-to-student interviews that are just kind of asking questions about the faith, like what's your favorite Bible story, or what's your favorite faith symbol. And so you can have parents who are in your classroom the whole time. You can have the students and the parents interview each other with that. If you have like 2 students whose parents both go to another classroom, you can have them interview each other. You can send them home with the parents if like the whole family wants to go meet the 4th grade teacher, or whatever. The possibilities are really kind of up to you, and it's just going to be kind of fluid and as structured as we can, but giving a lot of space for parents to really get to know the teachers, and for you to really get to know your parents. So that's our kickoff night.